GoPro audio. If you're anything like me, you've done tons of research looking through YouTube videos, forums, looking on Google, and how to remove the crackles and pops from your high-speed footage or any action footage at all that has a lot of wind noise. This lead was £7 from Amazon, and it's the answer to all of your problems.
So guys, welcome back to the channel. Today you join me in the garage with the bike. However, in today's video, we're strictly talking about your GoPro audio, and this lead specifically. As I mentioned at the start of the video, I've spent so much time researching how to prevent wind noise, those pops and crackles you get in your audio. I'll give you an example of that right now. So as you could definitely hear, those pops and crackles are more predominant when the visor is up, but even happens when the visor's down. Anything over 50 miles an hour, those lavalier mics are so sensitive. By the way, I use a Purplepanda mic with my GoPro setup. They're so sensitive, they pick up the quietest noises. So anything too loud, it makes the audio clip and it cuts because the camera cannot deal with it. So, firstly, we've got to work out why the microphone and camera causes audio to clip. Basically, as I've already said, the lavalier mics are extremely sensitive. They're designed to pick up small frequencies and small sounds. So usually wind noise is going to be your problem. First things first, most people go into the settings of the camera and they turn wind noise off. Because we've already got a lavalier mic, we don't need the camera to work for us. I changed the wind noise in settings and it's done absolutely nothing for me. Some people also go about putting silicone putty around all of the terminals of the camera to stop any movement here. Again, absolutely nothing for me. And last but not least, some people move where they've mounted the actual mic themselves. So mine is in the left-hand cheek, tucked away, but again, means absolutely nothing. Even with the visor down, that wind is still getting inside and causing my audio to clip. I'm sure like many of you, you've been running out of ideas, really frustrated with how your footage is sounding. It wasn't until I mentioned these problems in a YouTube video where one of my subscribers commented and suggested a product which I should try. That being a 3.5mm jack with both male and female end, which goes straight into my Purplepanda mic, which has got an adjustment wheel on it, which as you can see says volume. This doesn't affect the volume of the camera. This is essentially monitoring and altering the sensitivity of the microphone. So when on full, the camera and the mic are picking up exactly as it would if this wasn't here. Obviously with this all the way down, if I film a video, I'll have no audio at all. Process of elimination, obviously if it's up halfway, you'll hear everything being recorded as normal. It's just a lot quieter, which is actually what we want. So by filming with this plugged in at half volume, or even a bit more than half, we're basically not stressing out the microphone and we're not allowing the frequencies to get high enough so the audio clips, which is where the wind noise is causing those pops. So if we can turn the volume down and find the sweet spot where those audio clips stop, the problem is completely fixed. And I've done that, and I'll show you a clip right now.
I know that in the last video I filmed there, my audio was cracking, so I need to watch that clip back with this new lead on and see if it's fixed anything. I'm hoping it does. I can't see anything.
You've probably just heard me say it in the video anyway of that clip, but the clip that I showed at the start of the video where the popping is there is the same place and location and pretty much the exact same speed as the clip I've just shown you without the pops. Obviously the video where there's no popping is with this lead in action, so it clearly does the job. One thing I'll quickly mention, after hearing me talking about turning the volume down or the microphone sensitivity down, you're probably thinking I don't want my audio to be quiet or my footage to be quiet. All you need to do is once you've exported your videos from the camera, put it onto your phone or to your computer and simply turn the volume up on the video in post-production. That's all you need to do. So the actual lead itself isn't very long at all. If you can imagine a female end on the other end, that is what's plugging into my lavalier mic, that being a Purplepanda. You don't need anything else but this lead and the microphone. It simply plugs in at that end. This goes into your mic adapter or a media mod if you use a media mod, and that is all you need to do. Find your sweet spot, turn the volume all the way up, and then come down slightly. And ideally, you might want to put a little dot of silicone somewhere on the actual wheel itself so it can't move out of place. I have filmed some footage and accidentally turned it down when moving my visor, and the last half an hour of footage had no audio at all. That's the only downside, but simply put a piece of tape around it and that's not going to move anywhere. Simply for video purposes and an explanation as to what it sounds like when you turn the volume down too much, well, this is what it sounds like. As you can hear, it's extremely quiet, and there is some faint white noise. So the problem is when I try and turn this up in post-production on any editing software, it doesn't just increase my voice, it also increases the volume of the white noise, so the footage is completely gone. It's a waste. So make sure you find that sweet spot and tape the wheel in a position where you can't move it. So just very briefly, guys, this is actually the product on Amazon. This is the one you want to buy. This is the one I've got. As I said, there's a few different variants. I think there's a twin pack and there's one that's slightly longer. To be honest, I wouldn't recommend getting the one that's longer because it's just more cable to hide inside your helmet, which is a complete pain in the ass. But yeah, literally £6 for the small one, can't go wrong. And of course, the link to this product is going to be in the description below. It's from Amazon. It was £6.99. That's all it was. I believe there is a few different variants of it, but hear it from me, this one does work. Tried and tested. Good bit of kit. So I'm not going to forget, massive shout out to Hamzerific. His links will be in the description below. Drop him a sub, drop him a follow. He is the reason I know about this lead. He's the reason I'm making this video. If it wasn't for him, I would still be having these audio pops. And if this does help you out, just drop him a follow as well, because this really is all thanks to him. I'm going to wrap the video up there. Obviously, won't be long. We'll do some more videos on the S1000RR. Beast of a bike, not going to lie. But until then, make sure you give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you soon. Peace.